This is my biggest expose yet. In this episode of The Nate Friedman Show, you will see that these Iran protests are bought and paid for. I located the office in which all the signs come from and exposed one of the top leaders of these paid protests. This video is brought to you by the Friedman Files, my new website where you will get all the information on the paid protesters that I've exposed, and more on that later. Welcome back to The Nate Friedman Show. First thing we did was walk by the office about 2 hours before the protest started, and after seeing the signs were carefully laid out already, we knew it was only a matter of time until we saw this. All right, so you can see that none of this is grassroots. This is all paid for. Hey, how you doing, guys? Where are we headed with these signs? Where are we going here? You guys are saying that this is grassroots, but this does not look very grassroots. You guys doing this for free? Look at this, guys. See this? All the same. Yeah, we're going to Columbus Circle with you guys. We'll see you there. Alrighty. Well, show this to people that say that any of this is grassroots. Show it to them. Show them this clip. So all these signs that you see laid out right here are going to Columbus Circle for a protest that Roy Neville Singham is paying for, okay? A CCP billionaire who's trying to sow division into this country. He needs to be looked at, Roy Neville Singham. Oh, here we go, more signs. Oh my God, is this enough, guys? Wow. So let's just see roughly how many signs these are. They all say PSL, probably George Soros is involved with PSL. This is a quick recap of how PSL is connected to Soros and how they send people to protest to prevent independent journalists like me from speaking to protesters. This happened way back at the Hands Off Iran protest back in June. When I went to just ask the guy a question, this gentleman wearing a shackled by the occupier shirt in Arabic came to stop my interview.
Okay.
Hey man, can I ask you a question? Why are you stopping people from doing interviews? Can I ask you guys why you're doing that? You want to keep walking? Yeah, fake point somewhere that you need to go.
Now this guy is another professional protester. Take a look at this. You see how he's the middle one here with the director of the People's Forum occupying Fox News? Now that's all normal behavior for these guys, but here's him getting arrested. Little less normal, but still par for the course. But what was he arrested for? Now, I found an article of him getting out of jail. You can clearly see it's him. It's the same tattoo. And the article says it's for the Columbia protest that took place. But yet there's no sign of him actually being a Columbia student. So when Eric Adams did say that there were outside agitators, maybe this is one of them. Now, it looks like he works with the PSL. You can see he doesn't like getting his picture taken. Now, the PSL's fiscal sponsor is the Progress Unity Fund, and we know from last episode that the sponsor of the Progress Unity Fund is the Tides Foundation. George Soros gave the Tides Foundation $40 million, so this is yet again another Soros soldier. It's important to note that after October 7th, PSL put out a statement that said resistance is justified when people are occupied free Palestine. Now, they don't hide their love of terror either by just putting Hezbollah flags on their flyers.
Answer Coalition, Progress Unity Fund. If you look at this over here, you can see answercoalition.org, which is funded by the Progress Unity Fund, which is funded by George Soros. So you got George Soros and you got Roy Neville Singham funding millions of dollars into this country, trying to sow division. And now everyone will see that none of this is natural. It comes from an office that he owns, called the People's Forum, on 37th Street. And what avenue? It's like 7th Avenue, I think. You're gonna load this into a van? Well, we're going back in. Amazing. Well, we'll be here for all of it. Where to now? We're going to Columbus Circle, I thought. Oh, they're gonna try to bring this back inside. They're gonna try to, we know where it's going. We know they're going to Columbus Circle. All right, we'll be waiting for you guys. You see American flag in there? No. Palestine, Cuba, huge Palestine flag for socialist literature. Okay? This is about socialism. Don't be mistaken. This is not about Palestine. This is about instilling a socialist Marxist hellscape inside of the United States. Right now, they have no choice because we checked to see, right? We checked to see that if they have a back door and didn't see a back door. So they've got no choice but to come out here and a van's gonna drive up and they're gonna load the signs in. It says the People's Forum, a movement incubator. A movement incubator is really interesting language to use for a paid protesting incubator. Okay, so this guy's gonna drive up and they're gonna load all the signs into this car right here. Alrighty? Come with me. Here we go. Let's load them all into this van. We hired a service for this. Go back up. Let them give him a second. Alrighty. Roy Neville Singham paid these folks $20 million through the Goldman Sachs Philanthropy Fund, a donor advised fund. He did it honestly, but he was caught. This is obvious sowing of division in the United States. If Elon Musk had not bought an X, these people would have won. See for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Witness this. And we will go with them to the protest. Look at this. No more stuff here. We got the white signs. Okay. Now, would there even be a protest without these people? No. What signs would they be holding? Nothing. They wouldn't even know that there is a protest because it's all organized by the People's Forum. This is a movement incubator. A movement incubator. Oh, they got a second car. So here he says the second car is here. 2 cars to load up all their signs. This is not an Uber or a Lyft that's picking them up. This is a well-organized and calculated process. So we've got a ramp. We gotta load on all the signs. All the megaphones. That they chant the downfall of America. There's a giant Palestine flag. I thought this was an Iran protest. Why is there a giant Palestine flag? Okay, you ready to go?
What is wrong?
What is wrong with us?
You are such a cowardly piece of shit.
Why?
You are.
Why? How am I? Who pays me? YouTube pays me. My viewers pay me
How much
by
money do you
watching.
get? This is not real journalism. You're a fake, you're a complete fake journalist.
Okay. Did you or did you not get
$20
$20 million from Roy Neville Singham to protest? Did you or did you
How much
not?
money do you get for your right-wing bullshit? That's what I want to know.
Okay, so you can look on YouTube on Social Blade. You can see exactly how much I earn. Yeah, take a photo of me as if there isn't already a photo. Why are you taking a photo of me as if you don't already know who I am?
I don't understand.
You're all sick of me. So what are you gonna do about it?
What am I going to do about it?
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
Well, I don't have to do anything about it because you don't bother us that much. You don't do
Clearly, I
anything.
am because you're videoing
You're
me.
you're just a complete idiot. You're a fake journalist.
I'm a fake journalist.
I think that you should.
What have I done that's
feel
fake?
Ashamed of yourself every single day.
You
You're
should
a
feel
coward.
ashamed for
You're here
yourself
on a
for
public-
sowing
you're on a
division
public
and
sidewalk. Get a real job. Be a real journalist and do something for something in your life. Do
how
something
can you
different.
say with a straight face for me to get a real job? How can you keep a straight face and say that? Did you or did you not get $20 million from Roy Neville Singham? You can't deny it. There it is.
Meet Layan Fulihan. She's a paid protester. Her base salary is $70,000 with an additional compensation of $8,649. So who is this woman getting paid $80K a year to protest? Layan is a Columbia alum with a Palestinian background. She holds a full-time staff position as an educator at the People's Forum as she protests all around New York City. Here she is alongside Taher, another paid protesting leader that we've exposed. Roy Neville Singham pays Layan to travel. That's why you see her speaking in Washington, D.C. at another protest. None of this is grassroots. Know that. Here she is being paid to argue with the police as she blocks traffic outside Columbia University.
Into the pen. You gotta go in the pen. You are blocking pedestrian traffic. You are blocking pedestrian traffic. Sir, you either go in the pen or you'll be subject.
Here she is again with Taher alongside Mahmoud Khalil. When she's arrested, Singham is there to bail her out. You can see the People's Forum announce that her and David Chung, another paid protester who gets paid $75,000 a year to protest, were both arrested. You can get David Chung's Friedman file that consists of never-seen-before research right now if you scan the QR code on your screen or click the link in the description or in my bio. Layan speaks at the People's Forum about her Marxist agenda as she carefully and subtly ushers in Islam into the West. They actually teach classes advocating for Marxism at the People's Forum. Layan celebrated Hamas's atrocities on October 7th. She tweeted out on October 7th, "Long live the Palestinian resistance." She frames the US and Israel as joint imperialist forces committing engineered genocide.
Put an end to all US imperialist complicity and engineered genocide against the Palestinian people and all oppressed people across the world.
Layan reposts words from Nasrallah, the former leader of Hezbollah, saying, "Who would have thought so many young people would support Palestine? This woman in America is being paid money to promote the words of terrorists who have killed American servicemen." Here she is speaking in Spanish in Venezuela at the International Solidarity Conference that Nicolas Maduro spoke at. Here she is defending the regime.
Yo soy de raíces palestinas y estamos en un mundo totalmente diferente, cambiado por la resistencia palestina, porque aunque veo cada día los horrores del imperialismo estadounidense, los sionistas, lo que están haciendo a nuestro pueblo, yo realmente siento que estamos en un momento en que todo el mundo está más y más consciente que tenemos el mismo enemigo. Y eso nos une. Venezuela, Cuba son en el frente de ese movimiento internacionalista y tenemos que defender a Venezuela al mismo tiempo que defendemos a Palestina y llevamos la lucha, avanzamos la lucha.
Layan calls for revolution in her classes, talking about how the Russian Revolution was the first time workers and peasants seized state power and held on to it. That's what these people are paid to make happen right here in America. Just how badly has Layan been radicalized? How much does she want revolution in America? This much.
We have two options, either victory or death. There is no in between.
And we went to that protest that they were preparing for, and just look what we saw.
You can see it's all the same signs that we saw them loading into the van. See how, what would they be holding if not for those vans?
In massive numbers for Palestine over 2 years. We will continue to come out to the streets anytime we can.
Nice to see you. No, do your thing.
I will be exposing many of the other paid activists at this protest. I wanted to include it in this video, but I have to go right now to DC for a scheduled interview with Congresswoman Luna, and I will bring this report directly to her. If you want to know more about these protesters, there is no better way than to sign up for the Friedman Files at natefriedmanshow.com/Friedman Files. I will be consistently adding new files to the membership as well as other bonus content. I'll see you there, and bye for now.